I do have to revisit the end of the game, though. The handshake, the hug between LeBron and Kyrie. Was this a temporary truce? I mean, Trace, what do you think? You think they're good now?
I think they've always been good. I just think, we like to dissect, what these players say sometimes. And until I get information that Kyrie left Cleveland because of LeBron, I never heard him say that. I just thought they always good. I just felt like he wanted his own team.
LeBron has called Kyrie the kid 200 times since he left, who has not said his name. Kyrie went around yesterday at shoot-around, said he was a grown-up. I mean, there's something there.
Yeah, it's something there because he left him.
I think when you look at it, they're really playing the media. These guys have relationships. They're all on Instagram, they're on Twitter, so there's a relationship. I mean, you don't try to remember those handshakes, do you?
Well, they're playing me because I don't want the beef to be over. The beef is too big. It can't be over one game into the season. We need more drama. We need more beef. So I'm saying no, it's not over. Let's see what happens in the playoffs if they go head-to-head.
There's not beef if they're going to do a handshake like that after the game. There's no beef.
I mean,
come on.
There's no beef. I'm sorry, Zach. There's just no beef.
Well,
Okay.
also sometimes you have a difference, right? With KD Russ, it seems very clear that KD would like there to be no beef, and it seems very clear that Russ is okay with there being beef. So maybe it just depends on the individual player. The Cavaliers had planned to do a video tribute to Kyrie. Tracy, this is something you pushed for on yesterday's show. Watch Tracy's argument here.
I would cheer him, but
no, I don't believe that.
They're going to play a tribute video, I think, for him before the game.
Which has some internal controversy within the Cavaliers organization.
But when the game starts, you can boo him. I think he will get mixed.
So you can see there, Paul Pierce shaking his head. He was very against this idea, said it was too soon for a guy who had asked for a trade. And well, Cleveland.com reporting, in fact, yes, some of the Cavs players felt that was way too soon. And then mysteriously, the tribute video never got played. There was some assumption, guys, it got skipped because of the Hayward injury. But then a Cavs spokesman said, no, specifically, that's not the reason. The quote was, we were expecting to run it at a floating opportunity based on the right moment, and we felt that moment never presented thatself. Do you think, Trace, the Cavs made the right decision, considering apparently internal friction?
Well, I mean, it's their call. I just felt like, when is the right time, I don't know that question, but I felt like it was the right time, having him back, being in first game of the season, and everything that was built around this time. I felt like it was the right time.
I didn't think the opportunity really presented itself last night.
Right.
I felt like, yes, he's definitely deserving of a tribute. They won a championship, so he did bring something to that city.
So why not now?
Well, I just didn't think last night, with the emotion of Gordon getting hurt, that it would felt as warm.
But that's why you do it before the game starts.
No, I didn't want to give him that much attention.
I was going to say, that's hard though. Before game 1 of the season, it's different if it was game 3, right? Or game 33. But if it's game 1 and you're fans, you're trying to do your big video to start, the big video they do to start the season every year.
It's easy. Do it before the game.
I think in the third or fourth quarter, they would have gave him his just, but it just didn't present itself like that.
First of all, is floating moment a thing? Can I use that in my regular life? Like, I'd like to get coffee at a floating moment at some point. Of course they should have run a video tribute. They hadn't won a championship there in 54 years or something.
That's my point.
And he hit one of the 5 most iconic shots in the history of the sport.
Thank you, Zach.
To win the championship. Just show that for 30 seconds from every different angle. Just do that.
That's it.
It doesn't have to be complicated.
Well, maybe the next time he comes back, they'll do it. And everyone will be happy. Who knows?